Today we've got our first guest is a regular on the show, Mr. Doug Cox, who's better known as your Mac guy. So good to see you.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well.
Glad to be back.
You bet. Good to have you back. And so we're talking briefly about this issue, not a minor issue, about security and how to protect ourselves. And obviously, Apple's done a better job than I think anybody of.
Yeah, there's still no viruses on a Mac, knock on wood.
Yeah.
There's several things you need to be aware of.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that is happening is called malware.
Mm-hmm.
There's a very good program called Malware Bytes, B-Y-T-E-S, Bytes.
Malware Bytes, huh?
That will keep you safe from malware, or best it can.
Mm-hmm.
And malware are things like a thing flashed up on your screen. It's like, oh my God, you have a virus. Call this number. It's the end of the world. You know.
Sure.
Don't call that number. If you're going to call somebody, call me, because what they want is your information.
Sure.
What they want is your money, and so you got to be careful. That's a big thing to be careful. Watch out for is malware. As far as I know right now, the malware is not harmful to Macs.
Okay.
In the Windows world, they can lock your computer and take everything you own.
Really?
And hold it. It's called ransomware, and hold it for ransom, and then you still don't know if you can get your stuff back. The number one thing to prevent that is backup. Every time I go to a client, they get a lecture about backing up. I check if they're backing up. I literally carry backup drives in my car.
Yeah.
Because if they're not backing up, they're going to buy one, and I'm going to back it up for them.
Do you use online backup, like Carbonite?
Online backup's a good idea as a last resort.
Okay.
The problem with Carbonite is if your computer hard drive dies,
okay,
and you have to replace the hard drive, and then you're going to take 2 weeks to get all your stuff back. People have a lot of stuff on their computers nowadays.
Really?
You know, they have thousands of photos, and they have music, and they have videos.
So pretty much you're down while you're getting everything restored.
So a backup hard drive will enable you to get right back to work.
Makes sense, sure.
And for business people that really can't be down, I recommend cloning a drive, which that means to make an exact copy of your drive. So if the hard drive inside your computer dies, you can plug in this drive and pretty much be immediately back to work, because you can't afford to be down.
Yeah.
You got customers, you got things to do.
Yeah, time's money.
So and often nowadays I recommend the hard drives are like $50 or $60.
Yeah.
Get 2 of them, back it up twice.
You get way more than you need. I mean, really.
Yeah.
So, yeah, interesting. So, what are some of the differences? I know, obviously, Apple. You mentioned there's no viruses, but is it just because Apple's doing everything proprietary with their?
I've been telling this little fable for years.
Okay.
In the Windows world, there are thousands of black knights. They want to screw everybody: the computer, the user, the creator, Bill Gates. I mean, and literally, they're just out to get you. Okay? In the Mac world, which is also Unix, by the way, there are thousands of white knights who attack the system to make it stronger. Okay? When the black knights find a problem, they take advantage of it. When the white knights find a problem, they say, hey, Apple, you got a problem here. You got to fix it.
Okay.
And they don't tell everybody in the world to go screw them. That's the difference. And it's that... It's
makes sense.
That far polar.
Wow.
And I think that's the difference. I think that's why
makes sense.
Macs are safer.
Yeah. Wow. So when you get a call, what's just curious? What's the biggest reason people call you? Is it security issues or?
Well, kind of the list is security. My computer seems slow. I can't get my mail. I forgot my passwords. Yeah, that's a biggie. Yeah, that's a biggie.
I'm asking for a friend.
You're asking for a friend, exactly. I can't get my mail. I can't get on the internet. it's just not working. That often happens too. And sometimes I just have to go and pronounce, yes, your computer is dead. Your computer is dead. I'm here to let you know that. And that in that instance, I can often take the old one apart and help you get a new one set up. In fact, I'm actually Friday. I'm leaving on a cruise, and a guy.
First one?
Yeah, 71st.
71st.
I've been doing
How
it.
do you do that when you're
I've been
29?
doing it.
Good
I've been doing
Lord.
it for a long time.
You don't really work. You just go on
I went
cruises.
on a blue hair cruise. Okay.
Oh, really? Probably the
And
youngest one on there.
That was with my mom. And the cruise director had an under 30s get together, and I went, and I was the only one. That's why it was a blue hair cruise.
Really?
But I'm now a junior senior.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm 57 and soon to be 58 next week.
Really?
So
Wow.
I'm a junior senior.
Well, you got me by years. So, you know what? I had a great question for you, but I'm sure it'll come back. I've been hanging around those blue hairs too long, but it's all of our clients. But you know what? I have a question.
Don't take
regarding
any offense at that, okay?
Yeah, like an iPad. You know what? You're supposed to be able to, take it with you, do anything, anywhere, anytime.
Almost anything.
Yeah, I
Almost
mean,
anything.
they're amazing, and I love mine. But I already mentioned I'm going to have you come back in when you get off the cruise and show me how to set that up. But Apple seems to have been always like leading as far as updates and software and everything. Where it seems like you can use an Apple product a lot longer than you can use a Windows.
Yeah, in my
product.
experience, they last probably twice as long. So this guy on Friday, his computer is 12 years old.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
You don't see any
Blue hair.
You don't see any octogenarian PCs out there.
Yeah.
There just aren't any.
That's true.
And the reason we're getting him a new computer is that he wants to go to Xfinity and check his mail, and they haven't updated the flash.
Really?
And his computer, that's it. It won't update anymore.
Oh, wow.
But it is 12 years old.
12 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that.
But he still
Good
uses
Lord.
it every day. But suddenly,
Wow.
Xfinity updated their website, and he can't get his mail because the mail button isn't showing up.
Oh, my gosh.
And I
Wow.
tried every which way to try every browser and every which way, but it's time for a new computer.
Wow.
We're gonna put it down. Okay.
Yeah, wow.
I actually had a lady a few weeks ago who bought a new printer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Her computer was 15 years old,
Wow.
and it's still working. Does everything she needs, so she doesn't need a new computer.
There you go.
She doesn't even go on the internet. So.
Okay.
But we can't find a printer for her because
Oh.
her
yeah,
computer's sold.
Sure. Really?
we'd have to find a 15-year-old computer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, excuse me, a
Printer,
15-year-old
yeah.
printer.
Sure. Wow. Interesting. So what are some of the things that people can do to be safe and hopefully not have to call you to come out and fix something?
Well, just be careful with your information. Like, don't put all your information up on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah. Don't be wary of phishing schemes.
Mm-hmm. And
That's
what are those?
PHISIS.
We're not talking about
Phishing.
trout here.
Yes.
Okay.
A phishing scheme looks like this. One gentleman got an email from Apple saying that they charged his account $99.99 for whatever. And he's like, I didn't order anything from Apple. What is this? And of course, in that email, it looks really good. It's got the proper Apple logo.
Sure. Yeah.
And it looks good. Proper font, everything. It looks really good. But in that email, it says, you think there's a problem with this, click here. When you click there, that's the road to hell. Let me tell you. Okay? The first thing they're going to get is your Apple ID and password. Okay, that's a world of hurt. Because you don't want to give that information away.
Sure.
This gentleman did that. And then the next page, it was like, okay, we need your social security number.
Ooh.
That's where he decided that he better call me and hang up the phone.
Red
okay?
flag.
Yeah, that's a big red flag.
Okay.
So you want to be careful about, Apple is never going to ask you for a password. No internet company is ever going to ask you for your password.
Really?
That has been a rule from the conception of the internet.
Okay.
Because it has to be for protection.
Sure. Yeah.
Because that password is useless if you hand it out. Have good passwords is another great rule.
Yeah.
I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is not a good password.
Your name, your date
Password
of birth.
is not a good password.
Your address.
Yes.
Okay.
Only use pets from your childhood.
Yeah. There you go.
I actually use my childhood telephone number for a lot of parts of passwords. Because nobody knows my
There you go.
childhood password
There you go.
from
Yep.
a half a century ago.
Gotta love it. So in addition to the security issue, I know real quick we got just a couple minutes left, but traveling. You mentioned that there's just some smart things people can do when they travel.
Smart things are on your cell phones. Turn off cellular data. Turn off cellular roaming. If you're in Europe and you don't turn that off, your phone is going to check the weather in Barcelona every 5 minutes.
Whether you're telling it
whether
to or
you're
not.
telling it to or not.
Okay.
It's going to go check the mail. It's going to go check the stock prices and everything else. And every time it goes to the internet and checks something, you're going to
charged.
pay.
Yeah.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. I had one lady who went to Canada for a week and came home to a $300 bill. She didn't realize Canada was a different country, number one.
Really?
Yes, it's a different country. But she got a huge bill when she got it. And I was able to talk to AT&T and I talked her off the ledge too. It was
There
good.
you go.
It was good. So things like that you got to be real careful about.
Huh.
Security. Keep an eye on your phone. I had one lady who ignored all the warnings in Paris about pickpockets and lost her phone.
Oh, geez, really?
Wow.
Wow.
My iPhone is now my best camera and the one I use all the time. It's a great idea to make sure that you have your photos going to the cloud. And they also have it called Photo Stream. Make sure that's on. So this lady, had hundreds of wonderful pictures of Paris. But the good news is that 90% of them were on the cloud. Even though her camera was gone.
Yeah, okay.
Her phone was gone.
Yeah.
She only lost the few photos that she'd taken that day. Because when we went back to the hotel, she got on Wi-Fi and all her photos were saved to the cloud.
Okay, well, that's cool.
And vacations are priceless, but also the photos you take on a vacation are priceless too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm also really big, well, like I said before, backing up. Back up your photos also. Your grandkids,
But you can set
your
all that
grandkids
to
will
do it
appreciate
automatically,
it.
right?
Yeah, your grandkids will appreciate that you have their photos.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, you bet.
Yeah. You don't want to, those are priceless.
They are.
Your house is on fire, what do you save?
That's right. Yeah, that's really true. Wow. So, yourmacguy.com. You're also Facebook.
I'm on Facebook. I'm on Facebook as Your Mac Guy, and I'm also on Facebook as Fresno Mug, which is Mac User Group.
Oh,
I am the
really?
longtime president of the Mac User Group here in town.
Wow.
And we're still hanging in there. We have over about 100 members.
Okay.
So we're still hanging in there. A lot of Mac User Groups are just gone.
Wow. Really?
I just heard today that the David Pogue is coming to Fresno for Town Hall next year. And he has been a guest to the Mac Club. He's a friend of mine. We're not close, but we're, I sent him raisins.
Have the same barber. So.
I sent him raisins.
There you go. And he is
one of the biggest tech gurus out there.
Okay.
You often see him on CBS Sunday Morning.
Okay.
He does tech reports there. He's also with Yahoo. He was also formerly the New York Times tech editor.
Wow.
So he's written probably 20 or 30 books. I've gone on a cruise with him, of course, once or twice.
I'll be darned.
His secret to his getting things done, I actually saw that man work on 2 different laptops at the same time. It was like, and he's like, work. I gotta work. Gotta write another book.
Hopefully, it wasn't on a cruise when he was doing it. Yeah.
Oh, he was on a cruise, but he was working on the cruise. I mean, he went on there as a lecturer.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
I've been on a half a dozen Mac cruises.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's great information. As always, you bring something good. Appreciate it. So
thank you.
We got your information, Doug, on the screen. Doug@yourmacguy.com. You can find him on Facebook, and his number is there, of course. And so, folks, beware. And if you've got any Apple products, this is the guy to help you. So,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you,
Have
sir.
a great cruise.
Okay, I will.
You bet. And we'll be right back with Ron Killian and some information about long-term care options for those of you that really don't want to talk about it. We'll be back.